This next comment, whenever I read her comments, I always just say Barbie 6, but now that I'm actually looking at it, I think it's Barbary 6, maybe somewhere close, hopefully. She says, who are your favorite vloggers and YouTubers? How did you start? Did or do you work? How did you and Joe meet? So I kind of already answered that one. My favorite YouTubers, that's a long list. Obviously the Flutters, my so-called home, everybody that I list right now, I'll link down below. My so-called home, I just absolutely love her. The way that she decorates, I just am completely in love with. She's so organized and like put together, and she's like my idol. Jill Striff, she is just such a sweet person. She kind of like made her name in YouTube. Oh, yep, there was a little fly in there. Doing prank calls, which are so hilarious. There was one night when I first found her channel that Joe and I stayed up until like 3 o'clock in the morning looking at all of her prank call videos, and I think we tore muscles laughing so hard. But lately she's been doing more like yeah, that's definitely a B. Lately she's been doing like more chatty videos, and I just like love her style. Tanya Burr, Zoella, Sprinkle of Glitter, those are kind of like my YouTube idols. They're a lot of the reason why I started my YouTube channel. Tanya Burr, did I say Tanya Burr? She pretty much taught me everything that I know about makeup. I hear a lot of commenters saying that I'm teaching you guys a lot about makeup. She was the person that taught me a lot about makeup. And I just totally look up to them. I love watching their videos. Heidi, while they were napping, she's just, I feel like when I watch her videos, I feel like I'm just watching like a ball of sunshine. She just like, when you watch her videos and her family, it's so like lighthearted and just like a ray of sunshine that you have a smile on your face the whole time that you're watching them. J House Vlogs is another family just like that. I feel like when I'm watching them, it's just like a ray of sunshine and instantly like cheers me up, perks me up. I have a smile on my face the whole time that I'm watching them. They just have such a cute family. Did I work? Do I work? And then I answered, how did I meet Joe? So yeah, when we first got married, I actually worked at Walmart for one day. And I had never worked like a full 8-hour job before, and it sent me into a spiral. Like the next day, I could not get out of bed, I kid you not. And it took me like a good 2 weeks to recover. And then my health seemed to like just, it was kind of like the plummet, like the beginning of the end. And then for the next 2 years, my health kind of went into a big plummet. So I don't know that working activated it, but I worked for that one day, and then the next day I had to call in sick, and then the next day I had to call in sick. And then I think by the third or fourth day, Joe was just like, quit your job, don't worry about it. And he basically told me in that moment that he didn't want me to worry about working, and that he just wanted me to focus on getting healthy, and he just didn't want the stress of a job on my shoulders. And yeah, I'll get into that whole story in another video, like our relationship video, because again, there's a whole story to that. I'm giving like a very short version. So I quit my job and I literally never went back to work. So after a couple of years, when my health started getting better, he was like, we both want you to be a stay-at-home mom. We're gonna be having kids soon, so we thought. So why don't you just stay home? Like at that point, he had really started his career and he didn't need me to work. And so that's pretty much where I've been ever since. Mama Shell 76, is that how you would say that? I always just say Mum Shell. I never really saw the A in there. What's your favorite lippy product and favorite perfume? Basically right now, my favorite lip product and my favorite perfume were in my spring essentials video, and I'm wearing one of them right now, and it is CoverGirl's Fairy Tale, and it's a very like hot pink coral lipstick. I've been wearing it like every day. It's definitely my current favorite lipstick, and my current favorite perfume is Britney Spears' Fantasy. I think that's what it's called. It comes in a little pink bottle with the little jewels on it. It's just like so fruity and sugary, and I don't normally like fruity scents, but I am just currently loving it. She also asks, how embarrassed does Joe get when I call him cute and stuff on video? He definitely blushes. I would say a scale 1 to 10, it's probably a 6. I'm gonna say MC Neil 2001. Is that how you say that? McNeil? Oh, it's probably McNeil, huh? Whatever. Says, what is your go-to chick flick? Definitely it's one of those that's in the 5 movies that I said. I'd say my go-to chick flick might be My Best Friend's Wedding. Hillary at My So-Called Home, it says, or asks, do you consider yourself an organized person? What are you most slash least organized spaces in your home, and can I come organize them for you? Yes, dream come true. That needs to happen. I would say that I'm an organized person in my head, although my head isn't organized, but like I feel like I know what organized is and I know what I need to do to get there, but lately I just haven't been very organized. There's definitely been moments in my life where I've been super organized, like when we lived in our apartment when we lived in our first house. I feel like I was really, oh, my battery's blinking. How long has that been blinking? I feel like I was really organized then because we lived in such a smaller space that I had to be. But since we've moved into this house, I just have not been organized. I would say the places that are the most unorganized are my drawers and my closets, because I have enough drawers and closets that makes it to where I'm able to just like throw stuff in them and there's space for everything, but nothing in there is organized. So I feel like this house has really made me unorganized, but I used to be a lot more organized. Kindercrafty asked, what is my favorite clothing store and current favorite outfit from there? I would say my current favorite outfit is from Old Navy, and it's the blue top that I wore in one of my last vlogs. And then just jeans and a white t-shirt underneath it, so it's kind of a lame outfit. But with this lipstick, I really like the way that this lipstick looks with blue, as you can see. So yeah, Old Navy and that blue top. I just think it's like really flowy and comfortable and looks really pretty. I also don't wear that color a ton, so it's been fun like inviting it more into my wardrobe. So number one, my battery died. Number two, I had memory card issues where all of my files were corrupt. And then number three, the sun has changed, so I had to kind of like scoot up and all of that good stuff. But I just have a few more questions left. So I accidentally skipped over one of them on Instagram, and that one is from a Kennedy012. And the question is, what's the best advice you can give to someone that has just been diagnosed with PCOS? So there's kind of like two battles with PCOS. There's the fertility battle, and then there's the kind of physical battle. So with the fertility battle, I would say it's definitely not like a death sentence. I think that when you first get diagnosed with PCOS, especially if you're wanting to start a family, it can be like a very heavy blow, and it can be definitely very devastating. But when I actually met with my doctor, she actually said that when you have PCOS, you have an 80% chance of getting pregnant. You can definitely still get pregnant with PCOS. She said that a lot of the people that can't get pregnant with PCOS is because they have PCOS and something else, or there's something going on with their husband. So his issue mixed with your PCOS is just, sorry, there's a plane going by. I know a lot of people who have gotten pregnant with PCOS. So I would just say to have hope. Don't let it like totally get you down. There's still a good chance that you can get pregnant. I would also say to take it into your own hands and find a doctor that you really love, that you really trust, because I think that PCOS, sometimes doctors can kind of just like throw a PCOS blanket over you and just kind of blame everything on your PCOS. And then there are other doctors that really investigate your PCOS and investigate all of your symptoms and find out if your symptoms are related to your PCOS, or if you have other things going on, or maybe you don't have PCOS at all. So I would definitely say to make sure that you have a doctor that you really love and trust. Eating healthy really helps your PCOS. I know I'm not the best at it, but a low carb diet is like medicine for your PCOS. I know that with PCOS, you can really help yourself and help your PCOS be better just by the stuff that you're doing, and that's stuff that you can control. You can't control that you have PCOS, but you control how you handle it. You control how you treat your body. If you have PCOS, chances are you are overweight. Most of the people with PCOS will be overweight. There's like a small group of people that are actually really thin with PCOS, but like 80% of people with PCOS will struggle with their weight. I can't remember the exact percentage, but there was a crazy percentage of people that had PCOS that were obese. So not just overweight, but obese. So that's an unfortunate side effect. You can also get a ton of acne, like the crazy acne that's like crazy acne. It almost looks like you have cysts on your face. And you can also get facial hair. And so there's a lot of like kind of things with PCOS that can really make you feel icky and not beautiful at all. When we first got married, I was like 120 pounds, and in that year, 1 year time span, I went from 120 pounds to 180 pounds, which is actually less than I weigh now. But if you look at pictures of me back then, I looked so bloated. I had so much acne. I actually had a lot of facial hair that I would like pluck out or that I would shave. And I was just like so bloated, so heavy, so uncomfortable. It really affected my self-esteem. I basically didn't leave our apartment for like 2 years. I had no friends. I kind of hid away from family. And that was right before I was diagnosed with PCOS, and also I had low thyroid at that time that wasn't diagnosed. And so there was like a year or two period where my body went just completely haywire, and I gained a significant amount of weight inside of a year. Even though I wasn't eating super crazy, I had all of this acne. I felt so bloated and heavy and puffy and tired and disgusting, and I think I cried every single day during that year period especially. It was a really hard time for me. And then finally I got diagnosed with PCOS and low thyroid, and I really took my health into my hands, and I started to lose weight. I lost 45 pounds. I really started to feel healthy, and that was really when I started to get into makeup. Before that, I would wear makeup, but it wasn't really a hobby of mine. But I needed to feel pretty. I needed to get some of that confidence back, and so I really like dove into makeup and like figuring out ways to make myself like look thinner, and fashion, and ways to make myself look thinner with clothes. And I really just said to myself, okay, I'm overweight and I have all of these health issues, but I'm not going to let it stop me from feeling beautiful. And so I just did everything that I could do to make myself feel confident and beautiful. And I just like embraced the person that I was. I wasn't a size 0, and I wasn't going to wait to be happy until I was that size 0. And so somebody that has just been diagnosed with PCOS, they've probably been having a lot of symptoms over the past while, and they're just like, what is going on with my body? And then they go to the doctor and they realize, oh, I have PCOS, and that's what's been going on. Just do things that you can do to help yourself feel happy and confident. Surround yourself with good people that are going to support you and help you to feel happy. And yeah, it's not a death sentence. You still can get pregnant with PCOS, and you still can feel beautiful with PCOS. You just have to take it into your own hands. Liliana Zamora asks, do you think in the future you would do some organization videos? Love them so much, and you have such a beautiful home. I would love to see your organizing tips. Thank you, and hugs. Thank you for your question. I definitely want to do some organizing videos because there's a few spaces in my house that are just needing me to overhaul them and organize them, and I actually plan to kind of take you guys along with me. So with the closets and the drawers and even some of the guest bedrooms that have just kind of gotten crazy. So I definitely have some organizing videos coming up in the future for sure. And then on Facebook, Debbie Sizemore asks, what is your favorite room in your beautiful home? Thank you. I would say right now it's kind of the living room, which is funny because I never really used to like that room until we got the new furniture for it. But now every morning I pretty much wake up, go get some breakfast, and then I sit in that room on the laptop and like edit a video or respond to comments while I eat breakfast, and it's kind of like my morning room. And so that's definitely my favorite room so far. But I've just decided, not just now, but like over the past few days, I've decided to turn the playroom into my office, because I really wanted that as a playroom for our future kids. But even if I get pregnant tomorrow, I'm like a good 2 years out from like actually needing a playroom, because babies don't really need playrooms. So I may as well enjoy the 2-year period to have a fun little cute office. So I'm going to transform that whole room into an office / filming room for me. And I'm going to take you guys along with me while I am redoing that whole thing. So that's going to be a fun video. And I think that that's quickly going to become my favorite room for sure. So I think that that is all of the questions. Thank you guys so much for sending your questions in. That was definitely a lot of fun to just sit down and just kind of answer questions that you guys had for me. I'll definitely do a lot more of these videos in the future. And also J House Vlogs tagged us to do the couples challenge. So I will be sitting down with Joe. Sorry, I say too much. So I'll be sitting down with Joe to film that together, and there's some couple questions in there. So if you're wanting more relationship questions, we will definitely have some of those answered in that video. And then in another video, I plan to do like a whole relationship story. So yeah, thanks for watching, and thank you guys again for supporting my channel and for subscribing. And you guys are just completely awesome, and I love you from the bottom of my heart. So I hope that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.